Hello there, here's my workshop again. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I have a dust collection system. I've gotten a number of comments and questions on my other videos about remote operators for gate valves. People have blast gates that are out of reach from their machines, because mine I've tried to put right where they're needed. I've got another one here that I can reach from my table, from my bandsaw. So I try to get everything close by. If you can't reach it easily, you're not going to use it. So I'm going to show you how to build a remote operator for your gate valve that you can build for, I'm going to say, under $10, and you can put almost anywhere. And it'll allow you to control your gate valves from where you need to. So let's get started. Okay, now to build this remote operator, you're going to need just a couple of things. This is a plumber's snake. I picked this up at Harbor Freight. The list price on it was $3.99, and I had a 20% off coupon, and I got a free flashlight with it. So this is a 10-foot plumber's snake. It's a 3/16 inch diameter. So that's the first thing you need. And some of you may have already guessed where I'm going with this. But this is what you need. And then you need some plastic tubing. This is a plastic tubing. It's 5/16 diameter, and it fits my snake. So I can run this through the plastic tubing. And this is going to be my actuator. I should be able to open and close a gate valve with this. Need a couple other things that you should have laying around the shop. I don't know how much this plastic tubing costs. I had this left over from a project. But what I've done is cut a couple of wood blocks. Okay, I've drilled a hole for my plastic tubing, so it'll go right in there like that. And then when I screw it tight, it'll clamp that plastic tubing in place and allow me to operate my gate valve. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I have one gate valve that's sort of hidden here. This is my floor sweep. So I can sweep stuff under the rug. But the gate valve for it is behind here, which is a little awkward. I have to move stuff to get it. This is the gate valve back here, and so with my hoses hanging here, it's a little awkward to get to. So this is where I'm going to install my remote operator. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is nip off this some of this expanded spring, because I want the solid part. So I should be able to just nip that off here with my pliers. Okay, so now I've got just the end here. Let me clean that up a little bit. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to install this the plastic tubing. I've pre-drilled some holes in here to mount this on my gate valve here. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, I've screwed this part tight. I'm going to run my plastic tubing now around the back side. We need to run it so it's not going to interfere with anything. And we don't want any sharp kinks or bends in it. Okay, I need to change this just a little bit here. Okay, now I've attached the plastic tubing here. I've run it around in the back, and I'm going to bring it out right here. So now I need my other block to fasten it there. Okay, I've made my other block here. You see I've drilled a hole and I cut a slot so that when I put the screws in, it'll clamp that tubing tight. So now I'm going to go ahead and install this where I want my controller to be. Just going to cut this off flush with the end of here, like that. And now we'll be able to put this in here and attach it to the gate. I'm not going to cut this until I know exactly how long it needs to be. But it runs right up there just like it's supposed to. You probably can't see that, but it's... Okay, here we are. See, you can see this is going to operate my gate valve. Slides nice and easy in and out. We just need to connect it to the valve and put a knob on the other end. Okay, what I have here is this is another block of wood that I've drilled to the diameter of my dowel, but I've split it in half. What that does, that allows me to clamp it, and since I drilled the hole with the drill press, let me get this in here. We'll put this in the vise, drop this down through the hole, and then I can clamp it. Now it's perfectly straight up and down. Now I can just center the drill on that piece there. And I just eyeballed it so that it is reasonably centered. And we want a pretty deep hole, a good inch or more. Okay, and that's it. And we turn that off, loosen this. Now I have the hole drilled in the end of here that will fit my cable. Now I'm just going to split this on the bandsaw. Okay. What I'm doing now is I'm laying this just right in the crack of my bandsaw, and I'm going to move my fence up to it, and that should give me a perfectly centered cut. And there, that's all we need to do. Now this is split. When I put that clamp on it, it will squeeze that tight and hold my cable. Okay, I'm going to try and show you some details. This is the clamp that would attach the cable to the gate, and I've drilled a hole the size of the cable and then cut through it so that if it's screwed tight, it will clamp the cable. You need to make sure that the block of wood aligns with your other piece, that holds to the gate body. But that's the clamp that would hold to the gate itself. Okay, we're going to try and show you how all the parts are mounted. Get some close-ups here. This is the split block of wood that clamps this outer plastic to the gate valve body. And then on this end, I have where it's attached to the gate valve. My attachment's a little different. I think the clamp I showed you would work much better, be easier to adjust it. Okay, then we have this piece back here. This is the block of wood here. Again, it's split and it clamps the plastic tubing, and then it comes out this end here where it's then attached to the dowel rod. It's a little hard to see back here, but you can see how it moves easily in and out. I've clamped that firmly to the dowel, and this is the attachment here that makes everything work. So when we energize this and we pull the bag inflates, gates open, gates closed, turns off the blower. And that's all there is to it. Pretty simple once you get your pieces put together and have things drilled out properly. So good luck and take care. There we energize my control. Turns on the blower, and then there it is. Blower's off. So now when I hang all my hoses and things back here in front of my dust collector, it will still function. It'll be easy to open and close the gate valve.